Well, it's about 4 in the afternoon. I just got back from taking a little break from working most of the afternoon. Figured I'd show you guys around, show you what we've been up to, and show you the chicks we got yesterday. We had 8 chicks, I believe, and 2 little black ducks back in there. This is our garden. Got that tilled up yesterday. I might run across it again this evening with the tiller, because some of it was sod. We just kind of straightened it out, made it a little bit bigger than what it was. And we were burning a lot more brush again. Burnt all the grass in this area. We started with this bonfire first. We trashed her. Started with that pile. Eventually moved over. We started another one over there. I got distracted and forgot where I put my chainsaw. So yeah, bit of a loss there. Nothing left. But got the bar and chain off before that got ruined. But so yeah, that's a little disappointing. It's not even it's mine, so I have to replace it, I guess. Yeah, it's our second fire. And we ended up making 2 more back there, just so we didn't have to haul the brush so far. Some old rotten stumps are just smoldering back here. See, this one over here is actually burning pretty good. That's okay. Just let that burn. Just keep an eye on it. I'll just give you guys a quick little tour of the rest of the property. This is the old shed that was in front of the house. I moved it back here. I'm gonna try fixing it up a little bit. Yeah, this is the far east part of the property. It runs out into this wheat field a little ways. Not real far, but yeah, we'll build some fences. I don't know if we'll do it this year or not. Probably won't fence this part of the property in first. I'll probably fence in the other end behind the barn, get that fenced in first. We'll pull behind combine case. An old drill, an old cedar. Big old heavy disc of some sort. An old wagon. What's left of it. We'll have to clean this up sometime. We moved here back in October, and we mostly just kind of focused on the house and getting that ready. So we haven't really did much outside until now, so it's been fun to get outside and get stuff done. This here's another mess. Just tons of barbed wire and T-post and who knows what else is all in there. That's not gonna be fun. We'll probably wait until we have a tractor or something that we can get in there and pull that stuff out. Like there's just a big pile of oil filters, old oil cans and buckets, and yeah. There's a couple old fuel tanks here that I moved over there by the barn. This grain bin here I would like to move or take down, sell it or give it away or something. That way it's not blocking the view from the house. We can watch the sunset a little bit better. This is the old milk barn, or not the milk barn, the old whatever they called it, but milk house, I believe is what they would have called it. Some of the old milking stuff is still here. It's kind of crazy. There was a calendar in here that was from the 60s. So I'm guessing that's the last time they milked cows here. It's from the 60s. Here's the barn. Still need to do some cleaning up in here. I was working on this yesterday a little bit. Might finish that today yet. That way we can kind of store some yard stuff here. Maybe I'll park the lawnmower in here. But yeah, just kind of threw stuff in here when we moved. I just kind of threw all my random junk in here. So I have to kind of find a more permanent spot for some of this stuff. But yeah, it's got the milking stalls on the one side and it's got holding pens on the other side, which is really cool. So definitely got lots of room for animals. Old snowblower. I don't think I'll try to run that. Probably far gone. Yeah. There, see how many milking stalls there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13 or so. 13 milking stalls, roughly. I'll just show you guys the hayloft real quick, because that's another project up there. This barn needs a roof real bad, so we're going to be putting metal on that this summer. You can see it's actually leaking right there pretty good. So we really don't want this floor to rot out, because it's got a really nice floor on it. So, a lot of old hay in here. Yeah, you can see all the light shining through the roof. Yeah, there's a lot of old hay up here. It's gonna be a real mess to clean out, but I really want to do it. My kids love to play up here so much, so it'd be really nice to get this hay out of here, because it's just rotting and just nasty. Here's a view from the hayloft. Pretty sweet view. So yeah, this will be one project we'll be doing yet. Definitely this year. It needs to get done. So I really love this barn. Probably my favorite thing about this whole property is this barn. So I really want to make sure we do what we can to preserve it. But yeah, so that's the barn. I'll show you this shed over here real quick. I need to jack it up, get it level, get it off the ground, because it's starting to rot away. It's not really on an actual foundation. It's on some old telephone poles or something there that's laying in the ground. Everything's just rotting away. Besides that, this here we got this cleaned out earlier this spring. This was full of junk. We kept some of it. And take some stuff to a junk fest this fall. And you can't really see in here, but here we go. Maintenance shed at one point, so there was just like oil cans and barrels, so the floor is just coated in oil and grease. So probably put plywood down on the floor, because it's got some holes and stuff where we don't want weasels and rats to come up through. And this old granary over here. A lot of junk in here yet. I got some of it out. There's just a lot of old junk in there. Like really old stuff. There's the old granary. Kind of a cool building. It's pretty tall. I wish it was in a little better shape. I might keep it and could have turned it into something fun. But we're gonna tear it down. I cleaned this area up a while back. Kind of moved all the old farm equipment down here in one area. Old 3-bottom plow. Honestly, it would be kind of fun to try to use it, see if it actually works or not. So we'll have to see. I believe it's a John Deere 3-bottom plow. This is a John Deere hay rake. Also pretty cool. I imagine you could probably get it to work without too much effort. Old loader. There was a tractor here. Old Farmway International. It's at my dad's place right now, so probably try to get the loader to him sometime. And you got an old disc. Cultivator, I believe. Old grain auger. Little sprayer tank. I might turn this into like a water trailer. Tall water. If we plant any like trees or anything like that, I need to get watered, this would be really sweet for that. Need to find some tires for it and take the old sprayer boom off the back. So that's something I want to use. This is about an acre, a little over an acre of land here. Was farmed. We won't be farmed this year. We're going to be doing some stuff to it. Probably plant some pumpkins. And I bought some wildflowers just for the fun of it, to see how that grows out here. See how wildflowers would do out here. I'm a deer hunter too, so I might put a food plot down in this corner here, because we do have quite a few deer in the area. Actually had deer in the front yard this morning or last night. Here in the next week or two, I hope to buy a tractor where we can till this up, get some pumpkins planted and some wildflowers and maybe a food plot or so. This little building over here is an old well, so that's kind of cool. I'll show you that real quick. We used to have power running to it, but it's kind of long gone now. So we'll maybe just find a handle for the old pump. Yeah, this is kind of a cool little building. Needs a roof too, so I might fix that up. This is the old pump. I'm pretty confident that we can get this to work again. It's free. Like, it spins freely. It's not seized up. So I don't know if there's... I'll have to dig around. Actually, it's right here. The old handle. The old handle's right here. So I don't know if it's complete or not, but I'll have to try to put that on there and see if we can prime this well and get it to work. I don't know how deep it is. I'll have to check how deep it is, but it's just like a shallow well. So yeah, that's kind of a cool little part of the property. This would be the far west side of the property. Far west side of the 10 acres. So we're basically just surrounded by fields. The closest neighbor is, it's over a mile away. Well, my parents just live down the road, and they're like a mile and a half, so they're basically our closest neighbors. Which is kind of cool to be this far back in. Got about a 20-mile drive to work, which isn't bad. Sometime I want to clean this area up more. It is a fairly low spot, so I'm kind of tempted. If I have the equipment to do it, it would be kind of fun to try to make a pond down here. We'll see if that ever happens or not. It'll probably turn into a food plot, most likely. Put a tree stand back in here somewhere. One more building I'll show you guys. And I'll pretty much do it for the tour. Grain bin. Using it to store firewood. I'll show you that. It's probably kind of dark in here, but so we're just slowly building up a arsenal of firewood. We don't have a wood stove or anything like that, but eventually we might have a wood stove. And if not, we'll have years and years of campfire wood to burn. So there's always that. This shed here is another project. It needs to go. It's kind of past the prime. Oh, the smell. It smells lovely in here. But yeah, there's just a bunch of junk in here. Old farm equipment, old parts, and old tools. I started going through some of it, just kind of trying to find any treasures, but I haven't really found anything that excites me too much. This whole pile here is junk. There's an old safe here that's locked. Let me try to open that up. I don't know if these old safes are worth anything, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, this is the old workshop. Well, I think that about does it for the tour. This will be an area that we'll be fencing in. Probably run a fence from that corner of the barn and run it straight across the yard here and then through the trees. And I'm not going to go all the way through the trees. We'll probably come out that corner of the wheat field over there. We'll come out there somewhere and we'll figure that out sometime. But we'll walk back into the barn real quick. I think I'm going to till the garden up one more time today. And probably clean this barn out a little bit yet, which I might do that right now until supper's ready. So I'll show you what it looks like after I get it cleaned up in here a little better. But yeah, those are some of the things that we'll be doing to this place. Don't know if it'll all happen this year, but that's what we want to do. Figured I'd try to document most of it, so I can look back and see what we have all done to this place, and be kind of fun too. So yeah, this barn is in really nice shape yet. Some of the windows are broken and window sills are rotting away, so we might have to redo those someday. But first we need to get a roof on it, and that way it keeps dry. But yeah, catch you guys a little later. Well, it's late evening, past 7 o'clock now. Thought I'd come back out real quick, look things over, check out the fires and stuff, make sure they're all good and died down. Show you the progress I made out here. Got all this cleaned up and organized. There was two trailer loads like that. That was right in this one area. Plus I got a little bit out of this one too. There's some old appliances I need to take out of here yet, and some old tarps, and then that'll be most of the garbage in the barn then, which will be nice. Can actually get some stuff in here now. So get this one cleaned out here. Be able to get that more organized, and there's a few things in here too that are junk, and some of this stuff might be worth keeping. Yeah, the garden's looking great. Very nice. I was going to build these raised beds today, but that didn't happen. But I'm going to do a quick walk around here. And call it a night. Still got a lot to clean up. Probably try to mow some of this summer. I don't know if I'll mow all of it, but we'll try to mow some of it. If the grass grows back nice, which it should, we'll be able to increase our yard a little bit. Be kind of a nice place to hang out back in here. Sure is a beautiful evening. Very nice.